Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. We're going to be doing a track guide around Donington Park. So we're going to be starting off in the McLaren GT3. This is my first and fastest lap that I've done so far. Obviously it's not the best. It's just going to be a beginner's guide to how to drive Donington and get yourself to a relatively quick pace. So here we go then. Getting started straight on to the home straight. Charging all the way up onto the left hand side. You want to be looking out on the right hand side. So you want to actually try and move over to the pit exit, try and get half of your car onto that, and then look for the white sign on the edge on the right hand side. You can see it's got like a right red arrow. That's your brake reference point going into it. So you want to use that to brake, get yourself down the gears, down to gear 2. You want to then trail off the brakes and start slowly letting your car go around. Look for the crane on the other side of the track. When that gets to around about the center of your car, that's when you want to start easing the throttle on. And then that'll help you carry momentum through the corner right the way out, because that is actually quite a crucial corner. You've got a lot of run down this hill to help you gain so much time and speed, and you want to use that to help you out here. Now coming into the next braking zone, so you've got the red stripe on the white sign on the right hand side. You want to use that as your brake reference point. So you want to make sure that you're right over to left hand side as you approach this. You then want to brake on it, get yourself down to gear 3. Trail off the brakes as you're coming through. Make sure you cut the curb on the right hand side, but don't touch the dirt. You only want to ride the green stuff. And then make sure that you cut that. Accelerate quite nicely when you see the second red pole. Although that will be gone when you get further into a race. So don't necessarily use that as your brake reference point. It's actually around about halfway through the actual corner itself. That's when you want to start getting back on the throttle again. So accelerate out of it. Get yourself over to the right hand side. After you've cut the left here, go right wide here, open up the left-hander here, using the white sign again, or if that's disappeared, then you want to use the just about the edge of the white curb on the left-hand side. Brake, get yourself down the gears, it's a gear 2, trail off the brakes, and let the car, it's quite a late apex here. You actually want to brake ideally around where the third pole is. But again, if that's in a race format, that may be destroyed. So you want to try and gauge it to, if you look on the opposite side of the track, it's like an orange marker on the wall in the background. Use that again. When that gets to about the straight point, the center line of your car, that's when you can actually start accelerating out the corner. So slowly accelerate. You got to be careful here because it's very easy to lose the back end. You may want to short shift to gear 3 if you feel as though you're going to lose it. And then carry that momentum. Again, going up the hill now, look on the right hand side on the wall, you'll see another orange marker. It's just slightly after that when you want to start braking, and then you want to get yourself down the gears. Now you can't actually do this in second or third, it's entirely up to you. A lot of people tend to use third. You can actually carry more momentum through there with third, and it is probably the faster way to do it. But again, this is a beginner's guide, so choose either second or third for you. It's just whatever helps you turn in most. I use second at the minute. I have been working on using third to try and help carry momentum through the corner, but it does seem to be a bit of an art. But if you are in second, you do need to be mindful that when you get on the throttle coming out of the corner, you do need to be careful that you don't spin the rear, because it is quite easy to do. So maybe short shift if you need to, or just be really delicate with the steering wheel, and then flat all the way down this little straight here that we've got. Now this is quite awkward. You actually want to brake right when the hill, you get to the crest of the hill, and just as it starts going downhill, that's the point where you want to start braking. So you get yourself right down the gears, down to gear 3. Then you want to come off the brakes, like start trailing off the brakes and turn in for the corner. You don't want to turn in too early because you can't touch the tyres on the left-hand side. You need to make sure that you just skim them. And then you want to then carry on through, cut the right-hand side curve as well. But again, don't touch the dirt because that will invalidate you and bin you. Carry the exit here quite nicely. Bring yourself back over to the left-hand side and look for the first white sign with a red line on it. Brake just after that. Get yourself right down the gears to gear 1 and then trail off again. You accelerate when you get to the apex of the second part of that corner. That's where you're going to carry the momentum over, bring yourself over to the right-hand side, and then you want to look on the ground. Look at the curb. There's next to the curb, there's like a white line that's got a black sort of stain on there of sorts. It looks like it's been rubbered in, but it's permanently there. You want to use the end of that as your brake reference point. So brake when you get to the end of that. Brake in a straight line. Don't be turning at all. Start trailing off the brakes as you get to gear 1. And it's a very, very slow, late acceleration point. You're going to want to accelerate when you can just sort of see the ultimate driving machine board on the home straight. As soon as that comes into visibility, that's when you want to start trailing that accelerator on. And that'll help you then just carry the momentum out of the corner and cross the line. To do on this lap was a 127.1 9.8, I believe. Again, remember, this is a beginner's guide to Donington Park. You are more than welcome to use this as a tutorial. It's not going to be the fastest lap in the world. There's still a fair bit of time that I could find. But the idea was to just try and help you guys, especially those that are new to ACC, figure out how to do Donington Park with a McLaren 720S. If you do like what you see, please click the like button and subscribe for more track guides and other such helpful tips coming up soon.